Hey anyone, how's it going? Welcome to Bite Size Reactions, where today we're going to be watching Young Justice Phantoms, Episode 1. Now, Young Justice is a show that I found years ago, some partway through its first season, I believe, and I have just been in love with it ever since. It shows this new side of the DC universe with younger characters rather than the more established ones. And we got to see their journey towards kind of like proving themselves as their own heroes, in equal standing to their, more famous counterparts. I always admired the show for its ability to balance darker stuff with a lighter appearance. Considering it was on Cartoon Network, we know it had limitations, but the way it was able to mix those two was astounding to me. And I loved how the show had, as it progressed, it kind of grew with its audience, right? And it got a little bit darker and more serious over time. Last season, Outsiders was its, return season, right? Season 2, we thought it was canceled. We thought it was over. But then magically we got a season 3. And Outsiders was, well, it was okay, to be honest. It wasn't really bad. But what I said, right? It balanced the lighter tone and darker stuff in a really nice way. And it really it felt like they just gave up on that in Outsiders, right? First of all, they loved showing blood. Right? I don't mind blood, right? But seriously, it's felt overdone. Pretty sure Halo died at least once an episode. Right? It's like, we get it. You now have the freedom to be as R-rated as you like, but you don't have to be, right? And I don't know, it just seemed to lose that charm. And I can only hope that maybe this season we can get back to it, right? Because I'm okay with dark storyline, but you gotta give me some kind of lightness to keep this whole thing going. So, yeah. Let's see what the team is up to this time. This DC logo is always interesting, right? It's like, hey, look at all the characters we have.
I guess it's time I give this back.
What? No, what happened? Well, I don't remember this.
If you don't trust me...
I dredged up old wounds.
Did I miss something?
I'm sorry.
Is this about the whole lying about the anti-light thing? Please don't break them up.
So if you'll still have me.
Believe it? We're really gonna be married!
Yeah.
I'm so happy.
Twice.
Does that bother
1 year later, that's a time jump.
It doesn't. I know it means a lot to your folks.
Hello, Harper.
Harper.
Your book bag.
Nope, definitely don't remember that.
Your coffee, Mrs. Carr?
Thank you, Mr. Carr. But if you and all these kids plan to make it to school on time,
There are too many people, there are too many characters. I don't remember any of you. Who is she?
Say before you married me.
And you're sure you don't mind the month-long trip each way?
Nah, I could
Month
use-
long.
I guess you'll be missing Perdita.
Oh yeah, totally, but we could probably both use a breather.
That's worrying. Turning into the Enterprise.
They're off to I never thought I'd say. All right, everyone, time to hit school.
Who are you? Oh, Legion of Superheroes. Right. Wonder what you're going to be doing here now. What happened? Love the theme.
Martians breed large families.
Well, it's nice to see a Mars that isn't, destroyed by the white Martians. 'Cause isn't that's the usual cliche, right? Mars is dead. But it's nice to see a Mars that's thriving.
Sorry.
Who's the person who just said...
Sir, Marie Moors.
Oh,
Actually, I go by Emery Jones
what?
now.
Who? Huh?
Hello, Uncle John.
Hello, Emery. I'll just
What?
get the rest of the equipment.
I thought this was something else, but this is family
Have
drama.
you changed your name?
Hey!
Isn't
No.
She has 6 freckles, not 4.
Is it necessary to change your form?
Fun little creature. That's very suspicious. What are you hiding, sister? That's worrying. Those are secret glances. Not great.
I'd forgotten how
Who are you? What are you doing? What the hell was that for? Hey, it's you again. Wait, was there a shapeshifter in the Legion? I don't remember that. Bio Cavern. So you're just hanging out with the other ships. And of course you're the only red one.
Emery was supposed to provide transport.
It's him. It's funny, he was actually Jean. I'm pretty sure it's the same person. He played Jean's father on Supergirl.
You watched more television. The red blood and Martians are the royalty and nobility.
Well, they're red Martians now.
Ethnic majority, and the Shen are the ethnic minority. But where do the yellow and sorcerer priesthood come from?
And yellow Martians. New colors.
No.
I get that, but mixing isn't horrible.
Even the Garons question our values, traditions, and castes.
Ah, there you go. Castes. This isn't a bad thing.
But don't tell the happy couple. My parents really want this
Oh,
wedding.
I'm glad you're a nice sister. I was really worried you were gonna be mean or something, but... Hey, space racism. This is not something I would have ever expected to see in this first episode of Young Justice. Young Justice at all, right? Huh? Oh, that's interesting. You're just cosmic pooling together. So that's somewhat significant, because why do they keep happening?
What is
Progressive ruler gradually
Great.
trying to
It's one of those things.
system to improve the lives and
You killed off a nice King Arthur type king.
King Saturn.
That fool with the...
Blame the Garoon.
that politician fool. It's him.
Blame the Shen.
Oh, Malefak. I completely forgot about you. So you're all just forgetting that there are reds here now. You're thinking this is red versus green. White, it's too many colors. Whites versus greens when it's clearly the reds. So is she gonna have a kid or something? She's gonna get a power up? Is that a kid? Did Bioship's just having a child? A child or her boyfriend? I don't know what's going on.
Installation is complete.
This isn't gonna go well.
Is ready for testing.
You leave, big brother. You only just arrived.
I thought you faked the whole brother thing, right? Wasn't that a fake? Didn't she just randomly follow him home and say that she's his niece? Did they now retcon that so she's actually his niece?
My fellow Martians,
Oh, thank you, Jean.
me is not as fragile as Res Edda would have you be.
Yeah, exactly, right?
Manhunter.
Check with
You fools don't leave.
Ah,
Brought the other
great,
to our
but that portal's gonna fudge up really badly.
All worlds. He is a true hero.
Recognized. Martian.
Damn it. I knew it. I knew it. Please don't actually kill Jean. I know. I care about him more in Supergirl than this, but please don't kill. No! Okay, I thought that was his body.
Feel his mind touch.
No. It's a space portal, right? He's flown off to space, right? Totally alive. He's just fired into space. It's interesting to stretch it this way into the credits like this.
Truthfully,
Interesting. I completely forgot that Violet tries to be a different person than Gabrielle.
Islam holds meaning for me, as it did for her.
Interesting. The idea of like the religion. W. Morgan Shepherd. Honestly, I severely enjoyed it. It was chill, laid back. The stakes weren't as incredibly high as they could sometimes get to in, outside in previous seasons. And it talked about like these issues in like a different light, right? Like the idea of, race conflict in, Martians. That was very interesting to see. I don't know what to say about it yet because I don't believe the storyline is done, but I think it's a certainly interesting thing to do. And like I said, it really does bring me back to that Young Justice where they with more of a balance, right? This is a heavy topic to deal with, right? And yes, it's not being applied in terms of our society, but we know what they mean when they say a lot of this stuff. We know how those emotions are. People are still feeling those kind of things today, right? There was an important line here where the king had to say, yeah, we are exactly the same. It's just the color of the skin pigments, right? Just some stuff in our skin making us look different. That enough is able to drive these two people apart and be called different things. And it's like, no, you're pretty much the same thing. And, it's the same here on Earth. But that's not something I'm going to get super into. I enjoyed having it all set on Mars this time around. Interesting that it was Mars. It's like, is that like an official galactic name change, right? Is Earth calling it Mars too? Or very interesting. Like I said in the episode, it was nice seeing it, as a thriving society rather than destroyed, since it usually is that way. I'm glad Magan and Connor are getting married eventually. I've enjoyed their romance with all their ups and downs throughout the show, and I'm glad it's going strong. Another romance, maybe, I don't know. There was that whole big melty pool thing with Bioship, and it's like, is that a kid or is that a boyfriend? I think it's small, right? And it copied her, so I'm guessing she has a child now, which is just great. There are now 2 Bioships for our characters to use, and it's not something I ever would expect to see, right? Back when the Bioship first turned up in like episode 3 or something, it's just like, oh yeah, here's the ship, and oh yeah, season 4 she'll have a kid. It's crazy. Finally, like I said, I do believe Jean is still alive. After all, this is a boom tube. It's a portal through time and space, which means I am more sure than anything that he was launched off somewhere, right? He's not dead. And, the rule states that if there is no body, they ain't dead. And I'm pretty sure that's accurate here. Throughout the episode, we kept going back to that Legionnaire, right? I think it's the same Legionnaire, right? Not a shapeshifting, not multiple, just the one Legionnaire shapeshifting through different forms. I don't remember a shapeshifter in the Legion, so I don't know. But I've seen different versions of the Legion, so I'm interested to see what they're doing here. I assume it has something to do with Jean, right? Maybe Jean could have been catapulted to the future, to them in the future, and maybe that is Jean. That's a twist, right? Jean was catapulted to the future in this incident, and then he joined the Legion, and he eventually came back, but he came back in an overlap from before he left, right? There's my theory. But yeah, I definitely enjoyed that first episode. It's nice to be back into Young Justice. I just want to go see the next episode. Over here is the reaction to that next episode whenever that comes out. Over here is a playlist of my videos, and on my face is the subscribe button. Like, comment, subscribe, criticize even. I don't mind. See ya.